I'll say one thing about this image of Zach Levy in the Shazam costume on set. Why that cape gotta guard that butt? What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right, I wanted to talk a little bit more about this image of Zach Levy right here that was circulating like crazy today. I did a short video, of course, and, the short videos, I can't really give my thoughts too much. It's got to be quick. That's why they're short videos. And I gave a little boing, in my video and a little goofy smile because, it was our first image of Zach Levy in costume, so I was excited for that. But of course, you got to take it in and you got to look at other people's reactions, and holy shit, a lot of people not too happy about this costume. Not really, I do find it pretty funny. Don't be one of these people that was shitting all over the Captain Marvel costume when we saw that set image, and then just kind of basically say, hey, you know what? I'm going to wait till the official image before I comment. Don't be that guy. Your bias is showing when you say stuff like that. Don't do that. Take it in how it is. And you know what? I mean, for all we know, David F. Sandberg planted this. He was like, you know what? This is going to happen. And let's put you in this kind of costume that makes you look more cosplay. You're at a mall. Maybe people would just think that you're cosplaying at a mall. And then we'll show the actual costume. And then fans will rejoice. That's not happening. This does seem to be the costume, guys. And I must say, this is comic book accurate as fuck. It is. Probably one of the most, we can't see the front, but going by the cape, going by the look of everything, it is pretty damn comic book accurate. Look at some Alex Ross drawings. Totally. If they have the bolt going across the chest like that, all the way down to here, it's going to be totally, just accurate. Accurate. That's the bad part, too, is, I think the problem with fandom these days is I think we build it up too much, because I saw a lot of posts that be like, man, I was hoping it was going to be more like this. I was hoping it was going to look more like that. The fact that you said myself, was hoping it was going to look like this, you set yourself up for failure. I don't try to do that. I of course, everybody has an image in their head. This goes back to the whole thing when it's the same people that say like, oh, the book was better. It's like, yeah, of course the book was better, because when you're reading it, you have your own fucking movie playing in your head. It's the same kind of thinking here. You build stuff up in your head. You hype it up in your head. Oh, it should look like this. And then you got those creative fan art artists out there that are showing us, oh yeah, maybe it will look like this, or maybe it will look like that. And then you just build it up in your head, and then when you finally see it, you get disappointed. And you really shouldn't do that. I almost don't like costume reveals anymore, especially when it's a set image. It's a set image. Just like Brie Larson, Captain Marvel it was a set image, the costume didn't look all that great, but I'd rather see it in a cinematic kind of scale, where the lighting, the color palette, everything is nicely done. Other costumes haven't looked so great either. I've already gone over that with all that. I think the only costumes that looked really good, and this is why DC fans are a little disappointed, is we were fucking spoiled by Michael Wilkinson. Pretty much the entire Justice League spoiled us. The costumes, especially the Trinity costumes, are just there's just so much going on with those costumes. But we got to realize, guys, we have to realize this is not Superman. This is not Batman. This is not Wonder Woman, Aquaman. It's not any one of these. This is a character that is a boy. It is a boy that gets powers and imagining himself as this big superhero and everything. He's not going to have a similar costume like Clark has, okay? It's not going to be Kryptonian. It's not going to be the same as Bruce Wayne has, where he has to have a costume that guards him so he doesn't goddamn die. It's not going to be Diana's costume that was made from a land that nobody knows about. It's not going to be that. It's going to be the imagination of this kid and the wizardy and I don't know. That's just my whole take on it. I think it's, super comic book accurate. I saw a lot of people also say it looks very much like, oh yeah, it's cheap in CW. And I'm going, CW? You realize they have a leather fetish, right? There's no leather right here at all. Okay? And again, like I even said with the Captain Marvel video when I talked about this, I want to let's see the scenes. Let's see the scenes on the big screen and see what it looks like right there. You know, I want to know the context of the scene first. For all we know, maybe he's at a mall and, you know, he's trying to blend in and he turned his costume into very much like a cosplay costume. So then people just think he's working at the mall as some weird superhero. I also found it pretty hilarious too when people were like, oh yeah, jingle all the way, jingle all the way. Look at that. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Turbo Man. Remember that? And I was just going, yeah, the only reason why you're thinking that is because there is Christmas decorations and the suit's red. Other than that, it looks nothing like the Turbo Man costume. You must do better than that. But that's what I've noticed when anytime they reveal a costume, everybody has to compare it to something else that already exists. Because sadly, I mean, that's where we are right now. I mean, there's how many different versions, how many costumes have we seen? There's been decades and decades and decades, like a century worth of stuff. So obviously there's just going to be, people are going to be like, oh, that looks like that, that looks like that. So everybody naturally goes to that, especially if you don't like it. You're just going to totally shit on it and compare it to something else that's pretty ridiculous. Relax, guys. Let's wait to see the official image. I mean, I'm sure that's going to be, by the end of the week, probably we're going to get something like that. Because obviously, we saw this, so now Warner Brothers and David F. Sandberg is like, all right, it's time to release that official image. And also, too, some people were thinking that there was padding involved, but I was hearing from people that actually saw the costume in person, yeah, there might be a little bit of padding, like there is with all the other costumes. Even fucking Superman has a little bit of padding in his costume. But I was hearing that Zach Levy actually, you know, I mean, he beefed up like 20-something pounds, and he fills out the costume pretty damn well. And so, yeah, a lot of people might be thinking that. I mean, there might be, like I said, there probably is a little bit something there, but a lot of it is Levy because he bulked up, and that's what these actors do. So let's not shit on it. Let's not totally like, oh, I'm done with it. You know, let's not do that, okay? Let's just take it as, oh, okay. Look at it as, oh, very comic book accurate, and that's pretty much it. That's all I can really ask for right there. Oh yeah, Mark Strong is also in there. Yeah, he's in the shot. He's wearing Michael Keaton's Vulture bomber jacket. I had to make fun of that a little bit. Let me know your thoughts about all this down below, guys. You know, I'm perfectly okay with it. I want to see it in like an official form. You know, I mean, I know it's something different. It's not gonna. I mean, who knows? This could be just the first costume. This could be just like something that's at the beginning and then maybe it turns into something else. I mean, this is all magic stuff, right? So who knows what's going to happen? Maybe we'll get something more that, you know, layered and just got some more, just a lot of more detail. Who knows? Like I said, I'm not going to fucking throw stones yet. I think, you know, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, they're going with that kind of cloth. That's interesting. But at the same time, I was going, wow, there's a lot of comic book accuracy in this costume. So I'm open for it. You know, a lot of people are saying, it doesn't look like the Justice League war costume. I'm like, it kind of does. Well, what about the color? Well, yeah, there's no color palette. This is somebody's fucking cell phone. Let me know your thoughts about it down below, guys. What do you think about all this? Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my content. And, of course, visit the closet for shirts and stickers. All right, guys? I'll talk to you later.